My name is Michelle Bordeaux. I have lived in Fremont my entire life, and I've been married for 23 years. We have four boys. They are Our oldest is Alex, he's 20, and then I have Nate, who's 19. Justin is 12, and Case is 9.
My name is Mikko and I'm exchange student from Finland. I have one brother and two sisters, and I have been here now 6 months, and I do a lot of sports.
I think Fremont is a very family-based community, small town America, agriculture area. I think the people all tend to be friendly, and if you grew up in this area, everybody knows everybody.
Yes, I have been here 6 months now, and I can see that everyone knows each other and people are so friendly.
If I had to pick something that I love about Fremont, I would say that it is the family community. Like I said, everybody knows everybody. If your kid does something, you're going to know about it before they even get home. And that's kind of nice that I think that people tend to watch out for each other.
Yeah. If I can pick one, I would say Fremont Packers, because I love the red color and the small community team.
Having an exchange student was something that I've always had an interest in for years and years before we ever even did it. I thought we couldn't have an exchange student because I thought they had to have their own bedroom. So it was something that I never looked into because we didn't have the room for it, since we have four boys of our own. But my oldest son started dating an exchange student his senior year of high school, and I got to know her host mom really well, and just kind of found out more about the program and found out that they didn't have to have their own room and they could share a room with one of our kids. And I got in contact with the coordinator and got into it that way.
I heard that exchange student is like a thing 2 months before I came here, because my mom was exchange student and she told me about it, and then I found it nice and like I want to do it, so then I just went there. My host mom picked me, so I didn't decide my family, so I just went with the first pick, and that's how I got here.
Mikko is our fourth exchange student. The first year that we hosted, we chose a boy from Brazil who actually still lives with us and goes to school here in Michigan. And then last year we chose 2 exchange students. We had a boy from Spain and a boy from Norway. When all of my boys were home, plus we have the exchange student that we had the first year. So there were 7 boys in our house. I probably would not host 2 at the same time again, unless it was just me and my husband. Then I would have 2. I think it takes away from one of the exchange students a lot when you have 2. And sometimes you have an idea in your head of how it's going to be, like they're all going to get along and it's going to be great. And if it doesn't go that way, then it didn't. I mean, they got along fine, but they were not close.
I love my host family, and I love also the community because it's so small and everyone knows each other and stuff. Yeah, at first it took some time because my English was kind of hard to speak, and took like 2 months, and then I knew everything here, and yeah.
Hosting is something that I absolutely love. I've never at any point wished I hadn't done it. We have had one exchange student that it was not a good fit. We weren't sad to see him go home, but I still am glad that we had the experience that we had with him. I think you learn a lot from the good ones, and you learn a lot from the ones that don't work out so much. And in having him I learned a lot about, like, if we got the same type of kid again, how to go about working with him.
I have a lot of good experience. We went travel a lot with my family, and I hung out with my friends and good time.
I think the benefit from having an exchange student is, especially my younger boys, they're 12 and 9, they get to see a little different side of the world other than just outside of small town Fremont. We have gotten to know our first exchange student's family very well. They've come to visit us from Brazil. We are going to Brazil next year to see them, so they'll get to go do that. And without ever hosting, none of these opportunities would have ever happened.
I think I gained the language that I can speak English, and then after I go home, it's easier to come back here for work and studying and stuff. And then I learned the word and country.
I think I've learned that mostly a teenager is a teenager no matter where they're from. We've always had boys, 17-year-old boys is what we kind of have always gone with, because that was the age group of our own kids. And a kid is a kid. It doesn't matter where they're from. They're messy. You're going to argue with them. You're going to get mad at them like your own kids. But all the good things are there also, no matter what country they're from. You still love them, just as much as your own kids also. I would say if you are looking for a community that is very faith-based and a small town community, a place that you can go and everybody kind of just accepts everybody, then this is probably an area that you would want to go to. You don't have, the crime of a lot of the bigger cities, and with it being such a small area, it's easier to come in and make friends and get to know kids than if you go to an area that has, a population of 1,500 in your high school.
Yeah, I'm from big city, so that's so different than my city. So I see here people know each other and there is no crimes and more safe place.